Hi, welcome back to Shotoku Tech. Someone left a comment on one of my E-Ink Meshtastic device videos talking about Ink HUD. I'm going to call it InkHUD for the sake of brevity. And you know, I accidentally installed it one time and I was looking at my device and I'm like, what the heck is this? I don't like it at all. But you know, I gave it a chance. I went on Gemini and searched out InkHUD. What's the advantage over the regular Meshtastic? And you see it right here. The other regular Meshtastic BaseUI screens just flicker continually, whereas it very seldom refreshes when you're running InkHUD. And of course, there's significant advantages over OLED displays because the chief desire for power is to shut down the OLED display. What's cool about the InkHUD display is it always displays the last thing that happened. So someone checks in, they're in your node list, someone broadcasts their location that shows the map. Yeah, so I automatically detected my WIO Tracker L1 E-Ink, and it instantly goes into DFU mode and opens this Windows Explorer. So now I'm selecting the newest beta version here. And when you hit flash, obviously we got to go through the change log and credits everything, so that's great. Then we hit continue. So up at the top here, you can also enter DFU mode here by clicking on that, but we're already in DFU mode because Windows Explorer is open and it says Tracker L1, Drive D. So we're ready to, make sure to switch on Install InkHUD Display and then download the UF2 file. There we go. Going to show it in the downloads. There's my downloads. There's my file. And we're just going to drag that into the DFU window here, the Tracker L1 window. Drop it there. It takes a second to start up. You see it pause for a bit. And then, I actually cropped some of that out. And it actually errors out at the end, but you can ignore it. You get this error continually. And this is the NRF 52480 boards. You flash them in DFU mode. The great thing about this device is the joystick. So I'm just flashing through the various apps that I've enabled in InkHUD. Yeah, when I first installed it, I didn't realize there were other apps that you can activate. Yeah, so that was the last position of that device. And let's see, that was the last device that checked in. Think of it as like just more of a dashboard. You're not working so much interactively with it. I could see like in some sort of outdoor sporting thing, like hiking, camping, hunting, where you want to see who checked in last. And it will always be on the display. The display isn't always constantly refreshing, so you're saving energy. The only time it does a partial refresh is when there's something new to say. And we're going to see a real advantage here when I go to send a message. Yeah, we're going to go through all the options here. Yeah, you get to use free text because this L1 tracker has the joystick on it. Okay, I'm just going to send hi to the mesh. Yeah, I was doing free text on my other device, and it was constantly refreshing for each keystroke. Each keystroke caused an entire screen refresh. So you can see this is a definite advantage here. I haven't refreshed once so far. I think you'll see me refresh the entire screen once in the entire video. Oh, wait, I sent it specifically to somebody, C37C. Okay, yeah, hello, hi. All right, we're having a conversation there. Let's take a look at the options. Oh, wait, yeah, options, there we go. Oh, let's talk about this. In Node Config, you can do some of the configuration. Obviously, this is more geared to doing that stuff in the phone app, and I do recommend the phone app over connecting to your PC. The phone app settings are much more detailed than the web-based settings. There's a lot of things missing in the web-based GUI for client meshtastic.org. So I do recommend the app. Yeah, so you can see we got all the bells and whistles connected in the app. I can see the nodes, check out the map, stuff like that. We'll get into the settings here next, I think. Yeah, so the settings experience in the app is much better than on the device itself, but you can configure region, some of the basic items that you want to configure on the go in InkHUD. Okay, let's get back to the device now. All right, let's see what else. I'm going to show you how to kind of optimize your experience. Yeah, here's applets. And these are the applets that I've enabled. I've enabled all of them except channel 1. Yeah, because I don't have a channel 1 configured. Yeah, so you're going to have a screen for each of those items. Yeah, like I say, I left channel 1 out. So that's the applet configuration. Now, auto show is what automatically changes the screen to the latest activity. So let's check out auto show, and I've checked everything for auto show. All of the applets that were enabled are checked for auto show. So all messages, I might leave off all messages, I'm not sure. Okay. If you do this, then your device is always going to be like a dashboard. It's always going to show the last 3 nodes that checked in. Let's see, there was another setting we're going to look at here in a second. Yeah, this is pretty cool though. I hope you're enjoying this. Try InkHUD. This would be a good excuse if you don't have an E-Ink Meshtastic device. This would be a good excuse to get one. I got the link for the product page for this one down below. I had to 3D print my case. I don't know if there's a case for it yet, but yeah, change that to 30 minutes. So basically it will show, yeah, recent duration. So it'll go back 30 minutes. It'll be a little more exciting that way. Let's see, notifications are on, battery icons on. Yeah, I noticed battery life's a lot better. I ran it Monday through Friday last week. Yeah, okay. I don't know why I went back into applets. So apps, auto show, you want to make sure those are configured. Yeah, I didn't know any of this when I first had it on the device. And I'm like, yuck, I don't like this. So I took the InkHUD off. You can also change the layout here. Yeah, so anyway, leave a comment down below. Do you have an E-Ink device? Do you like InkHUD or do you like Meshtastic BaseUI? Look for the link to the product page down below. I do like the Weo Tracker L1 E-Ink. Like I say, there's a 3D printable case out there. I actually featured that in the other video. Yeah, give this video a like, leave a comment down below, and before you go watch more of my Weo Tracker videos, please click on subscribe. Thank you very much.